I'm live. At least that's what it says. I'm live. I am live. Hello, friends. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing very well. Happy Thursday to you guys. Happy Throwback Thursday to you guys. Hope you guys are doing very well. It's been a little bit busy of a day today. Hence I started a little bit later. In fact, way later. I'm cleaning my screen. Your screen isn't going out on y'all because it's a little bit dirty, little bit of this. So actually, I don't even know what that is. Real talk. It's like, but yeah, dude, I just gotta clean my laptop in general. But let's see who's in the chat right now. We got. I see Doom, man. He's at Comic Con, man. But I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for checking in. I hope you have a fantabulous day at Comic Con. It's like there's like a glare like right here, so I'll sit right here. And then our Jurassic Chaos in the house. D got the hiccups. Is in the house. And Jackie and Baby's in the house. Just stuff the work under your desk. No one will know. That's very true. I don't think, but then I feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that. Let's see. Little Paws is in the house. I saw Little Paws use a cheerleading camp, getting your cheers and jumps and all that stuff in. That's cool. My ears are ringing. and member extraordinaire Daniel is in the house. How you doing? What's up, Jimbo? How you doing here, dear? Hey there, CEO. What's up, Corey? How you doing? What's up, Angel? Angel's in the house. I don't know why I even put that, man. It just seemed funny. It just someone said, like when I did StreamYard and it said like what the catch thing was on the bottom. It said, put this, and this, and I just put, president and CEO. That sounds good. Sounds official. It just sounds like I know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It was actually pretty funny, man. So I hope you guys are doing very well. I hope you guys have had a fabulous week. We are almost to the weekend, dear friends, and it's been eventful. You know what I'm saying? To say the very least. And this throwback Thursday, I gotta just be honest with you. I'm gonna, as always, and I really, yeah. In all honesty, again, I'm very transparent with all of y'all at all times. It's just, I just felt a little homesick this week. And what I mean by homesick is just like I miss being in Dina. Like I don't know what it was this week. And in all honesty, it stemmed from a conversation I had with a member on when was it? On Tuesday. So I had to film something for work. So I filmed it, and then but it had to do with like rebuilding. And I really didn't want to film it. I'll be very honest with you, but it was for the greater good, essentially. So I said, you know what, I'll film. Top spot for 17 months. That's right, Jimbo. Thank you so much, brother. And look, I even forgot that I could do that, man. Are we still on for Saturday? Which one? Next Saturday? Next Saturday, not this Saturday. This Saturday we are going to I'll explain what we're going to be doing. But and maybe I mentioned it or maybe I haven't, but I'll get into all of that though. But thank you, Jimbo, man. You the man, bro. Hey, you know that already, man. So thank you, brother. But in all honesty, the we I was speaking to a member and the member started saying, she goes, you know what? I gotta tell you, my house was saved. I go, that's good. I'm so happy your house was saved. And I genuinely 100% mean that. I'm happy. He goes, but let me tell you how I did it. Let me tell you how I did it. Oh, we were Angel, but I'll explain. So hang out with me and I will explain. So I was like, you know what? I'm like, it's happy. She goes, and I'm gonna tell you how I did it. I'm gonna tell you how I did it. I was like, all right, so tell me how you did it. This is how I did it. I grabbed my Bible and I took my Bible and I said, you know what? This is all I need. And I left everything behind. And I was like, huh, that's cool. She goes, yep. So I grabbed my Bible and me grabbing that Bible is what saved my home. And I don't necessarily know what it was, but it triggered the hell out of me, because, and then my response back to her was actually, well, I guess nobody in my neighborhood took their Bibles because nobody in our neighborhood house got saved. So we all forgot our Bibles essentially, you know. And I don't know, it was something kind of petty, but you know, it just, you know, I was talking to Amy when we were out and about yesterday, and I was like, dude, I'm a little homesick, man. I just miss being up there, you know. We went after softball on Thursday. We grubbed at the Hat. If you've never been in the Hat, man, y'all need to go check out the Hat, man. That place is incredible. But you know, when we left to go back to where we live, it's just I still have not gotten used to just going north and going home, you know, up to Dina. It just, you know, to have to go out, you know, I still, you know, I don't know, it just made me kind of homesick, you know what I'm saying? But essentially, they always say that, you know, when you're going through it, the world always has a way of just kind of making you smile, you know, even at those darkest moments, you know. And last week Thursday I kind of talked about finding a flash drive. So I went to the flash drive because I saw one specific thing that I wanted to get from it. And dude, I didn't realize how many other photos we had, you know. And it was good to walk down memory lane with these photos as well, because it was photos of some friends who had passed away that I haven't seen in like forever. And it was dope, man. It was dope to actually Jimmy is king. Oh man, Jimbo, you got people calling you king, brother. The mayor of Chi-Town is in the house. What is up, Felix? How you doing, my brother? Hope all is well with you, my guy, man. Shout out to Chi-Town, favorite city in the world, man. This freaking guy, man. I like that. I like that. But to double back, because I don't know if Angel needs to dip out or anything. So I don't know if I've made mention of it already, but Squish was given a ticket to the Vans Warp Tour. So the Warp Tour is actually going to be Saturday and Sunday. So she got a ticket. Her boo Landon Barker is going to be in the house for that. So she had been asking about it for the past month, and we just told her, you know what, we just can't do it. Like we can't do it. But then she got a ticket. So now Amy and myself are going to Vans Warp Tour. So yes, ideally the plan was for us to go to Soak City, Knott's. But again, you know, maybe you guys were planning on plotting against me with the cold water and the ice and all of that stuff. But you know, the world had different plans for me, my boy. So yeah, so unfortunately we're gonna have to take another rain check on Soak City because we're going to Long Beach for the Vans Warp Tour. So last time I did that was my boy John when his band that he used to promote and do stuff for, Left Alone, was on it. And the Vans Warp Tour is just, it's fun. At least back then it was super fun. It's exhausting because I remember when we went, it was like one day. This one, I believe, this one is 2 days. So Saturday and Sunday, we're going to be out at the Vans Warp Tour in Long Beach. So if anybody is out there, if anybody's running from, look, I just read your date. If anybody's running around Long Beach at the Vans Warp Tour, or you know your homies, man, tell them to hook up with your boy, and so we can party together, man. He's running from water. Good Lord, Cat City has warm water. I know it's probably like it's like hot tea essentially, man. So taking it back over now to the conversation for 8 of my closest friends that are in here right now. Again, I'm talking about the throwbacks, some of the cool things like that, just was got to be, you know what I'm saying? Like finding this thing kind of made me, and this morning, even as I was pulling some of this stuff, because I had every intention of talking about something else that was throwback, but I figured, you know what, today I just feel like I just, this is fun. This was fun to kind of see some stuff too. So we looked, let me see, image file. So I don't know why it ended up doing this again, but I'm gonna end up trying to catch this, or why it's doing this. But users, and of course desktop, and then we are gonna do, man, shouldn't have been this hard. So a couple different things that I know we've spoke about in the past. Uh, I just can't help but to laugh, man, because these are some of the ones that are all my homies that are in it. Some of the things that we saw, some of the things that we did, a couple of my homies, and again, I haven't seen some of these things in like 20 years, dude, way before. And I'm pretty close to venture to say that everything that I've seen on here so far has been like way before we even thought of Squish. So let me see. It's kind of hard to pinpoint here, but let me see. Um Let me see which one I'm gonna start off with over here. So we were actually talking about this one. Um, talk about this picture right here. Let me see. My phone died as soon as I said what up. Now on my iPad, man, only 8%, bro. You like my kid, bro. Where he just had, she always, her devices are like never charged, like ever charged, man. But that's what's up, man. I appreciate you grabbing the pad, man, and hanging out over here, man. Um, man, that thing is just getting up my nerves. But but I got to tell you guys about this meal, and I got to still send this out to Amy as soon as I'm done with this live stream. But we call this picture, if y'all could see it, the most expensive dinner in the world. So for Elsie, and this is my boy Beans is right in the front. Yep, Beans, Elsie's in the front. Ricardo, he's the one in the front. Edwin's right next to him. Betty's right next to him. I don't even remember who that lady is right next to him. And then Brandon, I don't know if you met Brandon. And even Kaylin's teacher, Steve, is in here. We were just talking about this. Like, that's what I'm saying. The universe just has a way of literally just working itself out. We were just talking about this last week. The place, I don't even remember where it was at. Salito Lindo, and I can't even pronounce it correctly, but we went to dinner here for Elsie's birthday. Elsie's the one with the big sombrero on her head. And none of us anticipated. It's weird to see Beans with hair. You see how young that dude was? Dude, none of us anticipated how expensive this place was. Like, I think I pretty much had to pull out a second mortgage. Honestly, I think Amy and I literally got a platter. So if you look in front of Amy, you see just like it looks like a sampler platter. I want to say that sampler platter costs us about $100. That guacamole costs us probably an additional 30. So this was probably one of the first times that we learned in general that, you know what, if there's no prices on the menu, you probably can't afford it. He went to go get a beer, Angel. Yep, I'm in the background. I'm rocking my glasses. Yeah, dude. It might have been that one. It might be that one. It could have been an Omani. I'm assuming that's what it was. And I don't know if they're still around anymore. I don't know if they're still stupid expensive. I just remember that Amy's and I's tab ended up being like close to almost $200. And I'm almost positive I probably didn't even have anything to drink, maybe a beer or two. Essentially, you see a young ones. Yep, see if you can spot me. I'm in the background. And because they charge us for gratuity, they charge us for this. I hate it when they don't add prices in menu because they could charge you whatever they want. Exactly. And I want to say they closed down during COVID. Good fuckers, dude. Like that was insane, dude. But it was but that's yeah, I'm with you. Like I hate it when they don't put their menu on there or their prices on their menu. But again, it's the same adage, same thing goes, man. It was if you have to ask what it costs, you probably can't afford it. And this is the first time we learned our lesson with this one. In fact, I want to say our boy Steve, the one that's right next to Amy, he probably ended up spotting a lot of it too, and we end up paying him back as well. So yeah, I mean he don't work there no more, but back in the days he used to work for Wells Fargo. So I think we all overdrafted on our accounts that night, and he just reversed those fees for us. So whew, man, good times, guys. Good times, man. Even the drinks were a lot. I'm assuming it was like $15 beers, man. Or they're probably like Disneyland price or Dodger Stadium prices for beer back then. But here we barely. Oh, man, I think I work in the after school program, and Amy may have just started working in the pharmacy world. So we, by sure, did not have the ends or anything at that point to go. Ooh, hold on, guys, hold on.
It's meat pie. Remember from my birthday, in case you wanted.
Yes.
Is it cold? You have to warm it up, though.
Oh, okay.
You eat it cold?
No, but I don't want to risk it going away. Sweet. Thank you, sir. See, man. Again, man, the universe has a way of making you smile. Look, meat pies from Portos. I'm amped. Like, let the party begin. So, but anyway, so yeah, so that was this, and I couldn't help but to laugh, man. Are we seeing lunch? I believe so. Man, what is that damn glare, man? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Sorry, guys. But yeah, it's a meat pie from Portos. If you guys know, you guys know. It's probably one of two things I eat from Portos. Because again, I'm a creature of habit, man. I don't explore around much, but the meat pies, woo, woo, woo. Anyways, so yeah, so that was that. So let's see what else I could find here. Image. So again, still kicking it with the realm of all my homies again. This is what we would do back in the days. Back in the days, it probably is the lighting on top. You think? Look, because here, I don't know. That probably meant hold a laptop like this. I don't know. Whatever. I hope it's not bugging y'all too much. It just bugs me because I'm not used to seeing it. But anyways, so this is what we would do back in the days, man. We would literally just go to the beach, hang out. None of us had kids. There goes Beans again, Jimbo, if you're still watching. My boy Brandon back in the days. And that's it. Go to the beach, hang out, eat, and do stupidity. So yeah, that again, fun because I haven't seen that in a hot minute. But if you guys have been around for a little bit, you may have heard the story. Did I even transfer it? Oh, yeah, we did. So you may have heard the story of when we went to Pink's Hot Dog, and this when we were talking about just being respectful, seeing celebrities in the street, And just a quick recap to just talk about it. We went to Pink's Hot Dog. We saw Quentin Tarantino over there, and it's just ironic that all my cousins and I, we all got the same clothes for Christmas. So we decided, you know what? Let's all play dress up, wear what we got, look like we're a musical artist group, and just we're roaming. Well, of course, leave it to this to be the day we meet Quentin Tarantino. So we went up to him, and he was just about to eat. He didn't even have his food yet, and we just said, "Hey, Mr. Tarantino, man, I couldn't even spoke." I'll say, "Hey, if it's cool with you, as soon as you're done, if you don't mind, could we grab a photo with you? But whenever we'll be sitting over there." He's like, "Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I'll reach out to you." I'm like, "Damn, that's what's up, man. We're good. And then literally, he got his food. He started eating. We sat at the table, like not like right on him because we didn't think we want to be pole jocking or anything. And then some guy came up to me. He's like, "Oh, Quentin, what's up, man? Let me get a picture, bro. Let me get a picture." And he cussed that dude out. "Mama, don't you see me? I'm eating. You got some love. No, you can't have shit. Blah, 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 blah." And we're like, "Oh, well, this dude just really just pissed this guy off now. There's no way. There goes our picture. Damn. So whatever. We didn't think much about it. After he ate, he comes up, "Hey, what's up, gentlemen? We're gonna take this picture. We're gonna take this picture." I was like, "What the?" Super cool dude. So again, fact check me. But here it is. 3 shades of brown, baby. 3 shades of brown. The Beans might blush and Melty might beat me up. But yeah, that's it. There's the picture. That voice. Oh my god, man. But yeah, you gotta hear you yell that out during baseball, Jimmy. It's funny you talked about baseball. We're gonna get into baseball too, man. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Sexy beast Beans, man. But that's it. 3 shades of brown, baby. And our clothes, all South Pole, man. South Pole shirt. I think my jacket was actually South Pole. And then that jacket I think my cousin was wearing was actually might have been my jacket. That's why I was so freaking big on him. And then our extra big ass pants that we were wearing along to it. But it was such a cool feeling, man. And again, that's why I try to tell Squish a lot of the times too that it's your attitude and how you approach things is really what makes the difference, because he literally had just cussed out this other people. And then I'd say about 45 minutes later, he came and said, gentlemen, we gonna take this picture or what?" I'm like, hell yeah, man. I was like, that's what's up, man. Do you guys like the movie 8 Mile? I do. I'm scared of where this is gonna go, but welcome in, Tom. So yeah, so that was our with Mr. Quentin Tarantino. So just proceeding along again, it was cool because I haven't seen that picture. In fact, I'm gonna probably end up printing that so that I don't lose it and I could just hang it up somewhere. Because again, my cousins who I still hang out with, some of you guys met my cousin Amir. That was him. That was baby Amir. And then cousin D. There was cousin D, man. So that again, so much fun. So much fun. Let's see here. Southpaw was a thing back in was back. I rocked middle school and high school. Yeah, dude. I think everyone ended up rocking out to South Pole, right? I think that was just that was just the thing, and I think after a while, JC Penney used to have South Pole, and then you would find South Pole at Mervin's. If you guys remember, if you guys were Mervin's heads back in the days, that's where you would find that, And again, just as I'm thinking and it's going through my head and everything else. It just, it's been a crazy week, man. Oh, out here was Mark Echo. We started getting Echo, but they were stupid expensive. So I always went with the cheaper option, man. I didn't start wearing Echo until I was older, in all honesty. But yeah, I could see how the two definitely how it would be out there. And I remember when I went out to Chi-Town as a kid too, my cousin's friends were rocking Echo, especially all the DJs that were out there as well. So yeah, that was really cool. But again, I think it would be crazy for me not to mention, man, the passing of Ozzy, man. Again, that was childhood, man. I always liked rap, I always liked rock, I always liked punk. Um, yep, Callie Jones for the yeah, man. So Ozzy passed away. Today Hulk Hogan passed away too, and I've gotten some slack. I posted a thing about Hulk, and then people are saying like, oh, it's he was a racist, and I get it. Here's the thing though, and here's how I put this into perspective. Essentially, Hulk Hogan, for many of us that were wrestling fans, we love the Hulk. We love Hulk. We are Hulk maniacs. Feuds, Andre the Giant, feuds with Macho Man, Ultimate Warrior, all of that stuff. Like yeah, that one, yeah, I get all of that. Like I get how, we grew up on it. That's what I'm sad about. I'm sad about that childhood of watching Hulk, because anyone who watched wrestling, especially when you got older, knew these were storylines. You love the character. You don't necessarily like the person, you like the character. You love the character they represent. And then, but Terry Balboa, his official name, that guy was an asshole. He was an ass. I'm mourning Hulk. I'm mourning that character. I'm mourning him. Now, some people say it's the same shit. It's not the same thing. Just like you have actors, but then you hate them in certain roles and stuff like that too. I get all of that, but it's not all of us are privy to the same thing, because look at Disney. A lot of you guys are all about Disney. You love Disney. Like Disney is life. But let's not forget Song of the South, the Disney racist ass movie that was out there. I mean, subliminal messages that Disney put about sex and all of that stuff. Disney has their fair share of skeletons in the closet, but y'all still like them, right? You know what I'm saying? So you can't judge me for a character growing, that I grew up with. That, if I obviously couldn't watch some of the pay-per-views, we couldn't afford them. So I had to watch your recaps on Saturday morning Superstars, or Sunday, which would be the the repeat of that. So it's the same thing. I'm not saying, Disney hired Nazis. They did, you see? So not every company that we're talking about doesn't have their own share of, and then all the big booty Judies for Disney car. Yes. So Disney, I mean, let's get into this too, because Disney actually signed Insane Clown Posse. This is my band. This is, who I've been repping since I was 16. They ain't family friendly. A lot of people take offense to the shit they say. However, it wasn't until they were getting threatened to boycott that they boot them off. So again, I'm not mourning Terry Balboa. I'm not. That guy was a dick. I'm thinking about my childhood, going from having Ozzy, and even Malcolm Jerome Warner, and I'm sure I screwed up his name, but I'm in a rant. Like in threes, the Cosbys, that Theo Huxtable, like him, all of this stuff, there's between the Hulk, between Ozzy, it's been a tough day for not only my generation, but before mine, and even some of these younger ones that just got into wrestling, got into music, so it's been crazy. So realistically, like I said, everyone could have their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, but don't give me grief for how I feel about certain things. So I just want to say out there, man. So honestly, man, Mr. Huxtable, Prince of Darkness, and the Hulkster. Man, may you guys rest in peace. All right, so I just want to go ahead and say that as I'm, going down in there, and as I'm talking about my, it's gonna sound horrible, but my dead homies. But you know what? I learned a lot, and I've said this time in, time out. Like, I learned a lot from my friends. A couple of the things, though, it's like, let me see, is it this one? I'm trying to see which ones I have here. I don't even remember which ones I actually transferred over. I'll go with this one. So I always talked about my homies, and again, Jimmy got their throne. And it's true, they did. I talk about my homies over here. The homie with the blue dreadlocks is my homie Changeo, and then the homie on the left is my homie Envision. So I think about this and I laughed about this. It's been a hot minute since I've seen these. My homie Changeo passed away a couple years ago. And that one was particularly tough because you ask how I carry myself, and he was older than me. He had some years on me at this time. And he literally was a definition of do what makes you happy, be who you are, don't change who you need to be. And to give you a little background into this photo itself, we went to a premiere. GameCube had Metro Prime that they ended up having a little thing out in downtown. The freaking angel, man. And after this, we were walking down Hollywood, and if you guys are familiar with the Hollywood Sunset area, you saw that there used to be a Scientology building. So I gotta find the other. I did them, and I thought I transferred them, but apparently I just got this one. So they took Changeo in there to go do a personality test, and they wanted him to join Scientology based off of his answers. I forgot, it wasn't a prophet, but he marked pretty high up for somebody that they were looking at. And we were not allowed to take pictures. They kicked us out. So actually was myself, and I forgot who else was with me. But I was outside taking pictures, and both of them are inside goofing around. This is a Scientology building. And they ended up closing the curtains now so we couldn't take any pictures. And 1 hour later, he left with a bunch of Dianetics books and a swag bag giveaway of just Scientology stuff. And then he ended up giving it to like a homeless guy and says, "Here, man, do me a favor, man. Get some religion in your life, even if it is Scientology." And that's the way he talked, man. Deep, raspy voice. Man. Some bullshit. Trying to keep me. I'm trying to get my Del Taco on. And they ain't trying to get my Del Taco. So I told him I got to bounce. I'll be back. And then he threw away the number they gave him and all of this stuff. But, I was reminiscing about my boy, man. I had so much fun with him back in the days, man. So, again, I feel like, every now and then I am going to throw him out there because, I loved my boy, man. He really taught me what it is to just embrace who I am and just not change for anybody. I'll send it directly to Pete. Yup, they take 30%, man. But yeah, so man, may my boy Changeo rest in peace, man. Let's see. So I know we've always talked about, prior to everything happening in January, we recorded anything and everything, and I was super excited this year to just get those retro videos going, but I may have found actually a couple files that I could maybe make a little video on. But let me see here. Let me see if I could find one. I don't know if it'll actually. No, I guess it won't show. It won't let me. So I guess you guys will have to wait off of that then. Let me see. Will it let me? Nope. It sure won't. Okay. Now it won't let me go back. Oh, snaps. Thank you, senor.
What's that? Chicken cheddar, whatever.
Yee! Appreciate you, man. Got a chicken cheddar sandwich. Look at this. You see when you do good at work, man, you get lunch. I love it. So let me go ahead and see if I can add this file. But yeah, it won't let me do any of the video. So unfortunately, that's gonna have to wait, man. But I'll just do it as a video, essentially. Let's see what else we got here. Not sure what this one is about, but there it is, man. Young D, Young D, Young Me, doing Lord knows what, where and when. But all we know is that it looks good. Yeah, Rosie. Yeah, it is. I mean, here, I'll do the food review. See. So it's a chicken cheddar salad sandwich. There we go. That's heat. That's heat. Well, I'm gonna refrain from eating while I'm on live with y'all, but best believe as soon as this live is over, that boy's about to go down. Oh damn, this is heat. That's amazing, man. Um, let's see. Getting hooked up. Give us a foodie review. And then I'm telling you, cousin D looks like a lost Tupac. How do you figure, bro? Do you even know what Tupac looks like? He just looks like a confused Belizean, man. But yeah, again, just with the stuff back then. Just again, no real rhyme or reason, whatever we did, anyway, shape, form, not quite sure why. There was a lot of whys, but oh dang, I imported this one. So if you guys are familiar with the old school E3, just see a real life action foodie review. You see that? I should have made a short. Um, but my boy Chango, when we went to E3, the Electronics Entertainment Expo, Insane Clown Posse was featured in the video games, man, from IDOS Entertainment, Backyard Wrestling. Don't try this at home. So it was kind of crazy because the music video we were in for Insane Clown Posse's video was actually distributed along with this video game. The knucklehead in the middle, his name was Kevin Gill. He got really involved with Psychopathic Records, ICP's label, and then he just acted like his shit didn't stink after a while. You know, I would be in communication with him for a while, and then he just kind of let it all get to his head. But again, one more time with Changeo, we had the Backyard Wrestling Championship belt. This is all at the Electronics Entertainment Expo, you know. So, you know, again, good times, man. Rest in peace, Changeo. Mean mugging for the camera. And honestly, he dropped and did a promo right after that. I said, well, I'm going to tell you this right now, man. You're not going to tell me this. You're not going to tell me that. My name is Changeo, damn it. And I do what I want. So, man, that's so much fun, man. So, let's see what else we got over here, man. Going through, let's see, we had this. Oh, just a throwback again. I mean, super young. If you look at my arms, no tattoos, full head of hair, not a gray in sight, a beard that I was barely trying to grow. It was there, and I was always barbecuing. This was actually in D's backyard. His uncle used to go on vacation to San Francisco every year for Thanksgiving, and we would throw a party. Now, notoriously known for the parties as well as that obviously there was drinking. So when D came here from Belize, he knew how to make I guess jailhouse wine, I should say, Pruno baby. And he had some. He had some in the fridge. So some dude came in and again, we were really bad with names. Like really really bad. Like we would just give you a name and that would be your name. And in all honesty, we forget what your name actually freaking was. So we called him Cripple because he had a gimp with them. So Cripple, he was like, oh, I'll drink anything, everything, whatever. And I'll, you know, it probably won't phase me. I'll just get red, blah, blah, blah. Well, we gave him the Pruno and he chugged it pretty quickly. And then proceeded to just sit here like this the rest of the night. Like literally like this. You know, well, you know, so I just kind of remembered that when I saw that picture in itself too. But again, just the hangouts, you know what I'm saying? Let's see what else. I'm kind of bummed that I can't share the videos with you guys, but you know what, maybe I'll throw them as a couple shorts as throwback. So check out their shorts when they drop, you know. Let's see. Oh, nope, there we go. Aha. I know what I'm doing, I swear. Let's see what else you got here. I don't even know what this is. What was this? Oh yeah. This used to be my room. Just ignore what's in my hand. Um, I'm pretty sure it was a vase that was in my hand, and I didn't have tattoos, so I had to be below the age of 18. So maybe 17, maybe 18. Um, if you look closely, if you look closely, you see why I have a carton of Donald Duck behind me is beyond me. But you see the it's a vase. It's a vase. It's a vase. That's what it was. A vase. Hey, what's up, Gio and Grace? How y'all doing? Um, happy Thursday to you guys. It's a vase. It's a vase. You uneducated, uncultured people call it a vase. Us who know quality ceramics call it a vase. Hand blown in Italy for the roses in my backyard. It was a vase. But we're not talking about the vase in my hand. We are talking about that murder dog poster in the background, directly above my head. If you guys, those of you guys who made it over to the house, remember that was in our living room. So that's how long I've had that poster in hand. So you talk about little things that I miss from, Dina. That poster is definitely one of them because it was autographed. It had pictures I took on it. That was my, dried up roses in the backyard. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the thing when you pay for high quality vases such as this, um, even dead flowers tend to look alive in them, essentially, And I know you guys are believing all my bullshit. There's no doubt that you're believing everything I said, But yeah. Hey, what's up, Eddie? Long time no see, buddy. Long time, haven't chat with you, man. Hope all is well with you. Thank you for coming in. We're discussing our favorite flowers and vases. But yeah, this is my room. This which used to be. So again, if you guys been over to my pad, this used to be Squish's room back in Dina. So wow. And if you went in her room, you went from girly girly, and then you went into here and it looked like Satan's lair. But what you gonna do, man? That's that was my room, you know. But let's see if there's any other stuff that I could see that I could find in here. Um every time I go to Chicago, if you guys have seen my cousin Eric that I'm with, every time we're in the Chi-Town, that's my cousin Eric. And does anybody want to take a guess where this is at? Anybody in the live? Anybody at all? Anybody care to venture a guess to see where we are at? I'm telling you, my stomping grounds used to be my stomping grounds because before it became anybody's stomping grounds, you know. And I wish I could share some of the videos with you guys as well because again, we used to film everything. Lego store in downtown Disney. This is where this was taken. It was Thanksgiving weekend, I believe. Um, Eric was thin because he was in the Air Force. Um, so we would just go hang out in downtown Disney and found a Lego hatchet and seeing the pen that I wear around my neck, it just seemed like the right thing to do. I guess, maybe, sort of. So I was that. And then, so in addition to Warp Tour, my friends, it's kind of twofold on this one because I grew up going to those Juggalo concerts, whether it was Insane Clown Posse or it was Twisted, probably at the age of 14, ironically, Squish's age. So she's actually going to one of these shows with me in August. Hey, what's up, Angie? It is all good. I hope your workday is going well. I hope they're not stressing you out too much. Thank you for jumping in though. I appreciate you so much. Um, so anywho, so that was she's going to this concert with me. Amy's gonna be out of town, so I'm gonna have Squish, but turns out Amy's gonna fly back in the afternoon, and Squish is like, I still want to go. So, I got my buddy Hondo who's gonna be rolling. I think my cousin's gonna be rolling. So pretty excited. But before it's going, it's work. I hear you. It's been one crazy work week as well. It took a while this week for me to get my mind straight and my mind correct this week. But I'm so happy I'm doing this live. I feel so much better just kind of walking down memory lane with y'all. I mean, if anybody guys are listening in there, just kind of stealthing, like again, thank you for letting me get all of this off my chest because you know, it's yeah, therapeutic, man. And I think I've said that in the past too. But this was me and my boy Hondo back in the days. So I don't know. He used to paint my face like a clown. So we may end up having to paint my face, maybe paint Squish's face like a clown for this concert. I don't know what we've decided yet. You know, at 41 years old, should I still paint up? I don't know. The options are out there. I don't know. I don't know. Well, we used to have this event. I used to be, well, call it, you know, a promotion group or whatever. And we used to have these little gatherings. And this time we rented out a laser tag place. And we rented out the laser tag place from like midnight to 3 in the morning. And my boy Hondo, his band, they had a concert. As soon as they wrapped up that concert, they ran over and they played this event. So we had probably about a good 100, 200 people here at this laser tag place in itself. Um, One idiot ended up tagging up the outside of the area. I don't think it was this one. I think it was a couple events after this one. Same event type of deal. And then they were trying to put this one on me since I was one of the promoters. So when the police came over one day and said, hey, we're looking for a K Sanchez. I was like, oh, they're like, well, let me see your ID. My ID does not say K Sanchez. It says something else. So they're like, all right, well, if you see him, he kind of looked like you, but if you see him around, tell him we need to talk to him. I was like, yes, sir. So that was one, man, that was one for the books. My parents would have been hella hot if I would have got arrested again. Anywho. So, anyways, so back, and I'm actually really considering this one now. This is, I think, the last picture I have that I could actually show you guys. But I used to work for an organization. We used to do these youth trips, and I used to design our sweatshirts back in the days. And we had one of the sickest sweatshirts. I'm not even going to try to front. And in all honesty, I'm thinking about bringing these back, but adding the Park and Sip logo to it. So if that is the case, I may end up doing a if you guys want to purchase one, there's a good chance that I will probably just charge for me to do it what it costs me to get them done. But this is, and I think there's no better time. And I completely, not that I forgot about them, it had been in my mind, but all right, I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all. So I'm thinking about doing this, and I think what better time than the winter this year, um, just to drop these, man, because I used to love them. I had some that I still had at home prior to everything in January, and Amy used to rock one, and I think Squish got to the point where she was able to. It fit really big on her, but she rocked one as well. But this was kind of the design. Let me see. Was it this one? Oh, hold on. Let me get rid of this. All right, let me get rid of this. And let me see if I could add that now. All right. Let's see. So you can see the logo that was on the top. It was the Y. I used to work for the Y. But this was it was like a varsity print in the front the year. So this is 2012 that I ended up doing this. So instead of that stupid Y being on the top, because I left on very bad terms with that shit organization, but instead of that Y, actually have our Park and Sip logo. So this is actually what I'm really, really considering it. Even if there's no interest really on your part, don't be shocked if you don't see this going. You know, the roses were still there, so we may still rock these roses because again, you know, we're Dina, man. We're Dina strong ever since everything happened in January. So we're gonna try to figure out this. This was my design. And it was kind of cool to kind of actually find this. So as the time comes around, I got to talk to John, who, you know, does all of our merch, and see if this is something that he could knock out for us. It's very overrated, very, very, very overrated. So we'll throw out some interest. So the sweatshirts itself was actually a navy. It was like a navy blue, and then the font was red. So I was happy to see this. I'm like, you know what? I could tailor this now into Park and Sip. So we may end up doing that. for our winter drop. So members, there's a good chance that I will try to just cover the cost for some of it. If you're a member, give it to you at a little bit, cheaper of a rate. I'll take the L on that, but again, you guys invest in me, so I want to invest that back into you guys. And then if anybody else is interested, so I probably got to get cracking on this soon before hoodie season pokes its little head around again, and then I can't find enough hoodies or whatever. So I mean, for all 5 of you guys that may want it, but yeah. So I saw this and I'm like, man, that's dope. I kind of want to relive that one as well too. So let me see. Go back here. I don't even know what's up here. Here we go. Back into my little bubble. So yeah. So it was kind of cool. I was kind of hoping to show some of the videos as well, but wasn't meant to be, at least not today. um but yeah, so I again, it's just I wanted to really think about it, just kind of highlighting some of my friends. And I got some that I got to send some of my homies as well. But it's been a tough week, for on many different levels. I think stress levels have been running high, not just with me, but around our work as well. Um, and it's nothing bad. It's just things are busy. Things are very busy right now. So, to be able to just take these past 45 minutes to kind of walk down memory lane with y'all, you guys, it means the absolute world to me. Um, I know a couple people that I've been doing something with. Jimmy and I, Jimmy, you want one? You having Uncle Jimbo already buy one for you, huh? I hear you, man. But yeah, so thank you guys. Looks cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. So little things, put me down for a 3x. How much? I haven't decided yet, man. Um I'm assuming it will probably come up to about maybe 30 or 35 bills, somewhere around there. I got to talk to John John. John John will be the one that'll end up. And in case you guys are wondering again, John John isn't just somebody that I just met one day and say, hey, knock out my merch. Like John John and I go way, way, way freaking back. Um, Let me see. Actually, I thought I had. Oh, I do. Look, here goes John John again doing reading way back in the days. You see? And we're doing some pretty hardcore reading, guys. That's some serious stuff there, man. That man. Anytime you read a book in a Barnes and Noble that says fuzzy, 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 you got some dangerous reading going on right there, man. Jimmy and I want a hoodie. Absolutely. I get you guys. I got you guys. But yeah, I will let you guys know what the price point is. I know John usually will do his best to try to get me good quality stuff at a good rate too. So I will try to pass that along to you guys as well. And then take into account some of the shipping as well too. But yeah, take it easy for us already. Weekend vibes, man. I still got one more day before I could even think about the weekend vibes. So there's John John. And then this one actually I'm gonna probably just do a post on this one in all honesty. Um I think I just saw it right here. Or maybe I didn't. Or maybe I did. I actually don't know. I promise I've done this before. Let's see. Actually, I don't even know what that one was. No, I don't know what that one is. Anywho, and then my friend Adam. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just let's see. Remove that one. I'm gonna remove this one. Anyways. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll keep it at that right now, man. But yeah. So once we get out to that point, um, it'll be, we'll get there. We're gonna try to get out this merch stuff, try to open up the store. um Talk to my homegirl, Louise, because I know she kind of fiddles around with that as well too. But yeah, but as of right now, I do have to call it because I have to get to work. I do have a couple more things I have to knock out before I could take the afternoon. Well, we have a softball game, so got to get home, get all my stuff ready, pick up the girls, and, get going with all of that too. But um hopefully we could drop a vertical. One thing that I want to do, yay, been a member for a month. Yes, you have, little pause. Thank you so much for vibing out with us. I hope you've told all your friends to subscribe to Park and Sip. You please tell them that you got to tell them, man, that we're on the road to 25K right now. You know what I'm saying? But thank you so much, little pause. And we Amy actually told Jimbo anytime we have stuff, you're more than welcome to join us with that as well. Let's see. Yep. Yes, I have told him. Use a real one. Use an absolute real one. But hope that we hit a vertical. Next week, providing things kind of slow down a little bit. Um, and I learned this too. What we'll end up doing is we'll probably do a live stream. I'm not sure what day. Might be have to be a weekend type of deal, but we may do a live stream, and then we will do a members only stream right after. So word on the player is what we heard. We'll call it the members only after party. So what we will end up probably doing is I'll probably do it on Streamlabs, and if you guys are comfortable, I will send out a link to the members on here, and we could all be together on the camera together for this members only after party. So if you're not yet a member and you want to join in, I think I start the pricing range at I think either 99 cents or 1.99. I don't even remember anymore. But everybody else, feel free to come in and just kind of mingle and just we do a virtual party until I get enough ends to rent the boat and we could do the boat party. But but anyways, man. But all honesty, guys, thank you guys so much for always supporting. Thank you guys for being here. Please, more than anything, thank you guys for being the sounding board. Especially when I'm having tough ass weeks like this, you guys keep me going. Your support means the absolute world. If you have not yet checked it out, the food video is officially up. So check out all the stuff, the amazing, amazing stuff we ate over in Belize as well, man. She could be my DD. Why do you think I'm waiting for Squish to be to turn to get her permit? 2 more years, man. 2 more years, dude. She's next year she'll have her permit, and then you know, in was it next year that and the year after that we got a DD baby. So you don't see me just dancing and go see on her 16th birthday, be like, oh man, Bacon's happy, Bacon's happy, Bacon's happy. He's like, the hell's he dancing for? Squish got her license, Squish got her license. So nah, she ain't gonna hit me with that shit. Nah, I really don't want to drive. Bullshit, you driving. Oh, you driving. Oh, you driving. Sorry I'm late, but we've been riding for 18 big ones. My brother Henry, man, thank you so much. And again, man, we talk about support and love, man. My boy right here, man, always showing that love, man. So thank you guys again. Thank you so very much. This ever late just to sound play because yeah, she could be my DD. We could all have some DDs. So have some DDs. He gifted another membership. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you. I don't know who the proud recipient of that was. Let me see if I could look. Let me see if I could look. Let me take a look see to see. Because it won't show me on StreamYard who gets what. But let me take a look see. Let me take a look. Um well Disney. Yeah, I don't know. My girl Red's been kind of gone. JJQ's been kind of gone on me too. I miss her a lot. But things change. Who knows? I think Rainbow's in love. So, probably won't see her too much anymore. But yeah, so either ways, let's see. Since you know what, here we go. Let's see what we got going on right here. Let's do this. Since Henry did that, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. See if it goes through. There we go. Charles gifted one. Cynthia got gifted one. The Grateful Baker has received one. Small World Life has received one. And then Grimster's Adventures. I like that name, Grimster's Adventures. That's freaking solid, man. So again, yeah, so we threw out that. So I've given out my memberships for the month of July. I forgot what month it is. I had to look at the damn calendar. Um, but we will be back next month to give out more memberships as well. But let me see to the stream yard. Um, but thank you guys again. Thank you guys again, man. All my members again. If you guys are, you know which video I am gonna post probably sooner than later. The video and the postcard. So I'm hoping all the members that requested a postcard have received them by now. Um, but yeah, I can't honestly can't thank y'all enough, man. Shady Lady, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. But you guys again. As we starting to grow again, one of the questions I did get asked is the mod. Um, I'm super solid with mods right now, guys. I Love you guys to death. Thank you guys so much. But once we grow, I'll have to open that up. And as it is, you know, we're kind of locked in right now. Have to probably make some readjustments somewhere, but for the most part, thank you guys so much. You guys all hold it down for us. You don't need to be a mod to hold it down for us. You guys all have my heart. But anyways, I gotta get out. I gotta skedaddle. Just again, don't do anything you wouldn't do twice, my dear friends. You guys, you already know, right? What needy needs more. We are like this, baby, and don't let anyone fucking tell you otherwise. We are close like this, man. We are familiar, man. So more than anything, again, guys, please, 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 please be safe out there. Love lots, care even more, guys, and keep that with you guys. All right, guys, I love y'all. I will talk to you guys very soon. Members, thank you guys so much. Mods, thank you guys so much for always putting it down. Henry, thank you so much for the gifted membership again, man. And all of you guys setting those milestones, even if it's a little pause for 1 month. We all started there as well. And then we moved all the way up, man, to 18 months, man. So again, thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and we will talk very soon. Bye, everybody.